Learn how to improve your backstroke stroke technique for a faster, more efficient swim. A faster arm stroke doesn't always improve your swimming speed. Longer, efficient strokes are always better than shorter, aggressive movements. Your hand entry should be relaxed and in line with your shoulder, with your little finger entering the water first. Your hand continues to travel downwards until the opposite shoulder rotates out of the water. The depth that your hand travels to will depend on your strength, stability, and feel for the water. As your hand flexes, rotate your elbow into an inverted high elbow position to allow the palm of your hand to face towards your feet. Your fingers must be pointed out to the side of the pool to maintain the inverted high elbow and good leverage on the water. Moving into the pull phase of the arm stroke, your powerful chest and shoulder muscles take over and should start to pull the water downwards in the direction of your feet, initiating your propulsion. Keep your palm facing towards your feet, with your wrist fixed and in line with your forearm, whilst maintaining an inverted high elbow. The elbow bend at this stage can be up to 90 degrees, but what you achieve is dependent on your strength, flexibility, and stability in the stroke. Maintaining the pressure on the water, your hand should accelerate past your hips as your arm straightens in time with your hip rotation. This is the most powerful and propulsive section of the stroke cycle and coincides with the opposite arm recovery. When viewed from beneath, your hand path will be a shallow S shape as it moves through the stroke. This should feel natural and shouldn't be forced. The recovery phase starts as your hand leaves the water at your hip. The most efficient way is to exit the water with your thumb or back of the hand first, depending on your preference. This will be shoulder-led, initiated by the rotation of your hips. On the first part of the recovery, your hand must be relaxed and in line with your shoulder, with the arm perpendicular to the water surface pointing up to the ceiling. To maintain an effective body rotation, ensure that your armpit is clear of the water on your recovering arm. The second part of the recovery is initiated as your hips rotate back to the other side and coincides with your palm rotating outwards and dropping into the water, little finger first. Your arm should enter the water in line with your shoulder, keeping it close to your head. Timing of the arm stroke is important to consider for an effective stroke. As one hand enters the water, the opposite hand exits, which coincides with the hip rotation within the stroke cycle. Power paddles or finger paddles can be used to help you focus on improving the positioning of your hands as they enter the water. Finger paddles are useful for helping you focus on an efficient catch and pull phase, encouraging you to keep your fingers and elbow in the correct position. Due to his excellent body rotation, Ryan has a deep and powerful stroke with great acceleration past his hips.